first pitch hasn't even happened on opening day, and we have big injury news on Justin Verlander, reigning Cy Young Award winner, newly acquired by the Mets. This is Dr. David Chow, Sports Injury Central. Yes, I'm best known as Pro Football Doc, but I have worked for major league teams before, a little bit with the Cubs and spring training with the Minnesota Twins, etc. What's the news on Justin Verlander? Well, first of all, he's a 40-year-old pitcher, and the Mets announced he'll be placed on the injured list. But let's clear up some confusion. How can you have a low-grade teres major strain? Well, here's why. There's a teres minor and a teres major. And so it's a strain of the teres major muscle. It's two different names of the teres muscle. The teres major is not technically part of the rotator cuff like the teres minor. It is a bigger muscle just above the lat, but it does help with shoulder strength and is important for pitching. It is a low-grade strain of the teres major muscle at this point in time, muscle tendon complex. At this point in time, glad to see it's low grade, but this is going to be a big deal. This is ahead of opening day, first pitch. Justin Verlander is 40. He's coming off a Cy Young campaign, but the Mets will be careful with him. Look, 15-day IL, it would be optimistic if he could return in 15 days. Not impossible. They're saying they'll repeat a scan in a week. Not sure a lot changes on the scan. There'll probably be a ramp up again, like a spring training ramp up. So it would be surprising if he only was out the initial 15 days. Hopefully he can be back by late April. Not a long-term issue, but one has to be careful with any aging pitcher. And Verlander, third Cy Young, doing great late in his career, but now has crossed the 40 threshold. It's technically not part of the rotator cuff, but it is part of the shoulder complex, and very important to not develop associated injuries, compensation injuries going forward. So the Mets will be careful. If lucky, he can keep this to 15 days. It likely will leak into more time. Hopefully he'll be back before the end of April for the Mets, but it is definitely something to watch. Subscribe here for the YouTube videos, or go to Sports Injury Central, the sick insights updated daily and to the minute with all of the injury news that you need to know. Thanks for watching.